You can listen to this practice wherever you find yourself today. You can be sitting down or laying down or even stretching and doing things if that's what you got to do. And hopefully wherever you're at when you listen, this will still be helpful to you in some way. So if you would like to listen to this in a still position, just allow yourself to take all the time that you need to arrive there. And let yourself fidget, adjust, stretch, or move your body in whatever ways your body wants to move. As you do your best to not think about these movements at all or worry about what they look like, but just coming fully into your sense of feeling and simply following those yummy sensations that you feel when you roll out the shoulders, the neck, the spine, maybe the wrists, the hands, fingers. Just trusting your own instincts when it comes to movements and letting your body intuitively move you in the ways that feel best in your bones, muscles, and joints. And at any time, if what feels best in your body is stillness, then honoring that need for stillness whenever that feels like what you need. And there is also no rush whatsoever. You can continue to move and adjust and stretch throughout this practice whenever you feel the need to. But at any point, if you haven't already and would like to, then you may make your way to a still position. As you just check in that your spine is nice and straight in whatever position you've chosen. And if you're in a space where you feel safe and would like to, you can allow your eyes to gently close at any time if they aren't already. As you take a moment now to mark your arrival into your practice today and into your body today with a full, intentional cleansing breath, calling in fresh, new air into the body, almost watching as you fill up to every corner and edge of you. And pausing for a moment once you are full to stay and experience that sense of fullness in the body. And then as you need to, slowly letting all of that go. Exhaling bit by bit. As you gently pull the navel toward the spine, at the bottom of your exhale to push any last bit of stagnant air out of you. As you again pause for a moment here to now sit and experience this sense of emptiness in the body. And allowing your next breath to come to you as it's needed. And you can continue to breathe just like this in this slow and exaggerated way for as long as feels good and helpful to you. Just knowing that there is no need to worry about the actual length of your inhales, exhales, and pauses on either side. But we're just allowing each of these 4 parts of our breath to be exaggerated, whatever that means for you right now. So when the body would naturally stop inhaling, just seeing if you can expand maybe your lower belly or maybe the back of your ribs just a little bit more to take in 1 more moment's worth of air. And then when you would naturally roll over to your exhale, just seeing if you can hold off on that for 1 extra moment. And then as you exhale, even once you think you're empty, just seeing if you can empty yourself a little bit more as you stay in that emptiness for an extra moment than you might normally. As we consciously and intentionally slow down the process of our breath. Therefore, communicating to our body and to our nervous system on a deep level that now is a time to slow down, to let go, and to relax. And there's no rush whatsoever. You can continue to breathe in this slow, intentional way for as long as it feels good and helpful to you. But at any point, if you haven't already, you may release this guidance over your breath altogether. As you now allow yourself to step back and up in the mind and into the role of the observer, the role of the witness, and into that perspective where you are no longer guiding or controlling the rhythm or depth of your breath, but you are now simply watching as your body breathes you. Remembering how our breath is the one bodily function that can be either voluntary or automatic. And so as you let go of that voluntary guidance we just had over the breath, you are now simply observing the automatic process that is your body breathing you. Just as your body breathes for you when you're in a deep state of sleep. Just as your heart beats for you every moment of the day. And all of the other automatic processes that happen within your body every moment of your life that keep you alive. None of which you are personally doing. But they are gifts that come included in this body and in this life. And so you can just practice witnessing yourself, your own physical body, your own existence, the same way that you would witness any other force of nature. That feeling that you might have when you lay on the beach and you just watch the waves as they roll up along the shoreline. Or that same feeling you might have when you stare out at a beautiful mountain or landscape, or just observe any other force of nature. You do not try to change what it is that you are witnessing, but you are simply witnessing. And just reminding yourself that you are a force of nature, just like every other one that you witness. And you are noteworthy and beautiful and quite magical simply by existing. Just like the butterflies and the birds, just like all the other creatures on this earth, just like our own pets. It can be a great reminder that you do not need to do anything specific to be loved. You are loved simply by existing. And your existence is proof of that love. If you just remember all of the generations of love that have come before you, that have contributed to your life now, today. All of the love that exists within your bones, muscles, joints, your organs. All of the love that is within your own heart. And reminding yourself that you were created with so much love. And you are an extension of the source of all energy. Just like how waves are separate from the ocean for however long they are, sometimes for brief moments and sometimes for quite a long time. The wave becomes separate, and even when it is separated, it is still connected and always a part of the ocean. And even when that wave comes to an end and crashes, it returns back to the ocean. And you yourself are a wave of energy, an extension of the ocean that all energy comes from. And there's nothing you can ever do that will separate you from that source. The wave will always be connected to the sea, and you will always be connected to all of energy, since it can never be created nor destroyed. And so you can take a moment now to just make note of any expression that you might feel resting on your face. Just feeling any areas of tension that might be gathering in the muscles of the face. Making note of any emotions that could be communicated by this resting expression. Maybe it's a rather calm face, a rather relaxed expression. Or maybe it's more on the tense side, or somewhere in between. And you can just allow your awareness of any tension be all that you need to instead allow these areas to soften and to release. As you remember that you can trust your own anatomy, and that when you let go, and when you fully allow your jaw to release, allow your nose and nostrils to soften, your eyelids and eyebrows. When you fully let go of all of these muscles in the face, everything is still held right where it needs to be. And so you can allow your muscles to ungrip from the bones, and allow all of your muscles to release themselves into the support of your skin. To feel a sense of trust with your own anatomy, even if it's just for a moment. Remembering how you can trust your own anatomy. And that your skin holds everything exactly where it needs to be. Your bones hold everything where they need to be. And when you fully let go, even in your deepest state of sleep, you are never crushed and you never float away. But with the support of the earth beneath you and the hug of gravity all around you, you are always held right where you need to be. Even when there is illness or disease present within the body, your body is functioning perfectly enough to keep you alive, so that you are able to hear the words I'm saying and perceive whatever it is that you are perceiving in this world. And that alone is, again, noteworthy and something to be grateful for. There is nobody else out there who perceives, who takes in the world in the exact way that you do, with the unique combination of your life history, of your experiences, the ways that your ears take in sound, that your eyes see, the way that you feel your environment and smell it and taste whatever you taste. Everything about your individual, unique perception of the world is special and unique to you. Because all of your senses are attached to your brain. And even if there is someone right next to you who you might think is hearing exactly what you hear and feeling exactly what you feel, that will never be fully true. Since we all have our own brains and how our focus and our attention shifts what we hear and what we see and what we feel. And so you can gradually now call more and more of your attention, more and more of your awareness to focus in on your heart. Just gradually calling more and more of your attention into your own heart. And really feeling this unique rhythm that is your own heartbeat. That is the steady background beat to your entire existence. This heart has been pumping life into you from the time you were in your mother's womb up to this exact moment. And this heart will continue to pump love and life into you for as long as you exist in this body. And this heart is your own personal, direct line of connection to the source that allows our hearts to beat, whatever you believe that to be. And so you already have a direct line of connection to an infinite supply of love and life. And this is directly connected to every inch of your body. Your heart is pumping this life and love to your toes, to your fingertips, to the tip of your head, and every inch in between. You are a beautiful extension of life and love and energy. And you are allowed to feel that and to be that beacon of light whenever that feeling is present. And it will wax and wane, just like the moon. There will be times where we really feel that truth, and we feel like we are the brightest extension of that energy, and we are the fullest versions of ourselves, and like we feel capable of shining light for others in the darkness. And then there will be other times where we feel like we are in the darkness ourselves. And we are not reflecting any light whatsoever. And we're almost hiding in the shadows, just like a new moon. And then there are all of those phases in between the new moon and the full moon. And just like the moon, just like everything else in life and in nature, we are not meant to be full all of the time. We are not meant to escape the ever-changing cycles of life. We are simply meant to experience them, to ride them out with as little resistance as we can, and to trust that the next phase is always right around the corner, even when it doesn't feel like it. The only thing that we can all count on in this life is that everything changes, especially how we feel. And so you are allowed to soak in all of the good things that you feel right now, or to comfort yourself with comfortable things and good things if you feel like you're in the shadows right now. And just do whatever it is you need to do to make it to the next day or to the next moment. And just know that every single storm runs out of rain. And know that even within the fiercest of storms, the sun is still shining behind all of those clouds and rain. The sun is always there, shining. And you will feel the warmth of that sun once again. And so you can just take the next minute or so to simply allow every word that you've heard today and every feeling that you felt today to settle. As you trust that anything at all that you heard that resonated with you, just trusting that that feeling sometimes comes when we hear on the outside what a part of ourselves already knows to be true on the inside. And so you can allow these truths to be enhanced within you so that you feel a little bit more confidence to act on your own intuition and to trust your own instincts. And if it feels like something you would like to do today, You can now let your hands come and find each other in a prayer position toward heart center. As you feel this contact of your palms and fingers to one another, and allow your heart to lift toward your thumbs as your thumbs press back toward your heart. And you feel all of this energy, this rhythm of your own energy. All this life being pumped into you. And you can take a final deep and full breath into the body, filling up to every corner and edge of you with fresh, new air. And as you exhale, letting go of anything at all that you're ready to let go of, as you allow the head to gently bow. So you take this moment to bow to the source of energy that allows all of our hearts to beat, whatever you believe that to be. And bowing to everyone else in this space who has listened and completed this practice right alongside you. And finally bowing to yourself for choosing to show up today and taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. And may this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights. And may you bring the same love and understanding to everything you do and to everyone that you see. Thank you.